So when we're playing and singing at the same time, the first thing which usually falls apart is our timing. Our hands will tend to get lost while we're preoccupied with what our voices are doing, and any parts that we've got worked out on the piano are going to get janky and gappy and not feel smooth and not on the beat. So the best solution that I've found to this is to figure out how the piano part and the vocals match up and then practice them together as a whole. To demonstrate how this works, I'm going to use the pre-chorus from Sucker by the Jonas Brothers because the singing is really super rhythmic and the piano part that I've worked out, which I've taken from what the horns do on the record, has some big, hard to feel gaps in it. And that's often the toughest thing when playing and singing, is feeling the spaces and not letting them get too long or trying to anticipate them and jump in there. So yeah, it's a tough part to do it on, so it sort of demonstrates quite nicely how this approach can work. So this is what we're going to learn. I've been dancing on top of cars and stumbling out of bars. Follow you through the dark, can't get enough. You're the medicine and the pain, the tattoo inside my brain. Baby, you know it's obvious. So the idea here is to link the piano part to specific words in the lyrics, and then to use the singing to lead the piano playing. So you're going to know when I sing this word, I play this chord. So for the first line, I've been dancing on top of cars. We've got the ing of dancing, where we play the first chord, and then of cars, where we do the I've been dancing on top of cars. And yeah, that's how we're going to learn to put this all together. So the first thing we have to do is to figure out on which words are we playing something. So the simplest way is just to really just slow it down massively, try and do both together, and you will have a good chance of just trial and erroring your way to where the piano falls in relation to the words. So, I've been dancing on top of cars and stumbling out of bars. Because you're going so slowly, you will just feel it. However, if that doesn't work for you, or you're finding that too difficult, you can take the piano out of it and you can just tap what you'll be playing and then learn to do that. So, I've been dancing on top of cars and stumbling out of bars. Another way to do it is if you can read, literally just write out the piano part and then write out the lyrics and then just see where they match up in the bar. And then you can just do it that way. Okay, so now that you've figured out exactly how the lyrics and the piano part match up, it's just a question of taking the section you're trying to learn and chunking it up into little bite-sized pieces that you can manage and practice accurately and reliably. So I learnt this in chunks this size when I first started. I've been dancing on top of cars and stumbling out of bars. And there you go, that would literally be it. And I would just do that one tiny wee little bit until I was happy with it, and then I'd move on to follow you through the dark and get enough. The things to keep in mind when practicing these little chunks is go slowly and get it right. You're just trying to get muscle memory in there, so there's really no benefit in going quickly. Just go slowly. Be rhythmic and on the beat with the singing, because the singing is really what we're using to keep ourselves in time. So it's not lazy, it's beaty. It's I've been dancing on top of cars and stumbling out of bars. And finally, let the hands be led by the voice. So be strict with yourself about singing the words and playing the piano part, which are matched up together at the same time. So I've been dancing on top of cars, as opposed to, letting them get a bit wavy, like I've been dancing on top of cars. It has to be completely linked. That's the whole point of doing it this way. So once you're happy with each individual little chunk, you can just start doing bigger sections. So just go from, the one line to doing 2 lines, get both sets of 2 lines down, then do 4. And yeah, same points as before, go slowly, there's no rush, be rhythmic with the singing, and make sure that your voice and your hands are doing stuff at the same time. And yeah, that's basically it. If you do that over a few days, give it some time to sink in, you will almost certainly find that some things which you felt were beyond your ability in terms of what you could play and sing can actually, you can totally do them. And this is just a way of making the problem of playing and singing something complicated, where the voice is doing one thing and the piano is doing another. Just taking that problem and making it more manageable to practice it. And yeah, if you do this, if you take this approach, you should come out of it with no bad habits in like the way that you play something, no sloppiness, no like timing issues, which are all the usual problems that playing and singing at the same time.